today we're under pressure in this country. 2 years, just 2 years into the tenure of the current administration, just 2 years. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria that the government has been, is running at to try to prove that they deserve a second term. Struggling to tell Nigerians that they deserve a second term because there's nothing to show for it. So you cannot say that this government that is struggling today has more acceptability to be able to go home with victory come 2027 than from what we are obviously seeing. It's not true. I am telling you, the president knows. He received more security for a briefing than us. He received more information from across Nigeria than he knows. Even the NBA just did a conference in Enugu, and the question was posed, to all the delegates that were there, about 5,000 delegates or so. What did they say? They said Nigeria is now better off than when the president came into office. So people are feeling it is on the street that the hunger exists. The masses are feeling the hunger, and that will tell a lot on the election. I think this government is going to lose woefully when it comes to 2027. There is not something, the obvious signs are there.
I'm sure you listened to Malam Nasir Rufai's recent interview and his characterization of the problem at hand vis-a-vis the chances of the Tinubu administration winning a re-election. I mean, he said the administration, Tinubu might not even come a good third in his own opinion. And some have questioned the thinking, the rationale behind how an incumbency could lose an election in that particular manner. Is there a very good chance that for people making the argument that the opposition is oversimplifying what it would take to defeat someone like Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the elections?
I think there's I agree totally that there's oversimplification of the election ahead of us. Yes, Bola Tinubu is going to deploy a lot of other things he never had, ahead of the 2027 election. Because when he won this last election, he wasn't the president, so he's going to deploy a lot of other resources and a lot of other, state apparatus to try to want to bring himself back to power. But also, like Erufai said, he should go and ask Jonathan what happened. So because when the people decide that enough is enough and that they no longer can bear the misadministration, the maladministration, and the bad governance that is actually putting everybody back to poverty. Over 30 million people have been reduced back to poverty, and you have 76.something% of our rural community living in abject poverty. So it's not something that is reliable to be able to, state categorically that will bring the president back. But I do not want to say the president will come to us. I know there's going to be a lot of rigorous struggle to retain this seat. But one thing I'm sure is that I believe, and I would align with Erufai, that the president cannot win 2027 election from what is on the street. I think one thing you should tell people when they get to power is that for them to develop that kind of character, to go out, speak to people on the street, try to communicate with people so that they will know how badly their government is performing.